Okay, so we want to make sure that we're doing sublimation that's going to protect the equipment. So this quick video is all about how to properly place something in the machines so that we don't have an ink transfer in the wrong places. So the first thing to remember is that when we're doing any kind of sublimation, this is the material, the blank that we're going to sublimate onto. The art needs to be face down on the surface that it's going to be transferring onto. So this is correct, this is incorrect, this is incorrect, this is correct. Now, how does that apply to the machines? Well, let's look at the auto press. The heat element is on the top. This is where the heat transfer is going to take place. So that means that art needs to be on the top. So this is correct because when we bring this down, the heat will transfer on top of it. So that is correct. This is incorrect because in this case, it's just going to heat the bottom of this. Nothing is going to transfer. Now let's talk about making sure that the ink only goes where you want it. We have this heat resilient type of paper here, and it's important that this is sandwiching the object that you're going to be working with. So I expect to see one on the bottom and one on the top, creating a nice little layer for when you sublimate. Why? Because what's going to happen if you forget and you did something like this? Now the ink is going to transfer onto the heat element, which is going to be a little bit of a pain to clean up. What if we did something like this? Now it's going to transfer onto this paper, and thankfully it's not going to go onto the ironed pad, which is, by the way, magnetic and removable. So we want to make sure that when we're doing any kind of sublimation, that first off, you have a pad on the bottom, and then you have your tile or your other sublimated surface with the surface that you're going to transfer ink onto facing up. The art is then face down on it, using the tape to secure it, and then one final to cover and stamp. That is how we want to work with this press. Now with this press, we have our mug and we have our art. And again, same thing. Art is facing the mug. We're transferring the artwork onto the mug. You don't want to just put this into the machine and close it. Because again, the ink, if you did anything wrong, will transfer inside that press and it's very difficult to clean. So the first thing we do is, of course, you're going to use tape to secure to your mug, but then we're going to use some paper and that's going to wrap around the mug, thus ensuring that if ink goes anywhere, it goes on the paper and not on the machine. And then you can put this in and begin your press, and that will protect it. Now, as a total sidebar, we happen to have these silicone pads. These act as just a buffer, so in case your mug is a little too small, this will give you the additional pressure you need to engage the sublimation process. So you want to make sure it's nice and in there, and then sublimate away. All right, so that is how we protect the equipment so that we don't have any ink transfer from places other than where we want it. Good luck, everybody.